What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review. So this is going to be a quick little video where I explain something that happened in the series that some people claim to be a plot hole or illogical or something that doesn't make sense. So what I'm going to be explaining is how Himawari was able to knock out Naruto. Now, people bring up the Neji fight and say, you know, Naruto shouldn't have been knocked out by his chakra points being shut down because in the Neji fight, Neji shut off his chakra points and he got up just fine. Now, what people seem to forget about that is Naruto replenished his chakra with Nine-Tails chakra then. Because at that point in time, the Naruto and the Nine-Tails chakra was separate. But Naruto basically got chakra from the Nine-Tails. I believe he asked the Nine-Tails for chakra or whatever. But anyways, either that or the Nine-Tails just gave him chakra. Now, the difference there is Naruto and the Nine-Tails chakra was separate. We already know from what the Nine-Tails said that he was giving Naruto chakra throughout the series because he was trying to take over his body and stuff. So their chakra was separate at that point in time. That was before Naruto basically gained control of the Nine-Tails and became what is called a perfect Jinchuriki, or, you know, basically gain control over the Nine-Tails chakra, and then eventually befriended the Nine-Tails and became partners with the Nine-Tails. Now, in the 4th grade Ninja War arc, something that a lot of people seem to forget is that Naruto and the Nine-Tails chakra fused. They merged into one. Their chakras fused, their chakras connected and merged into one. And then after that, Naruto was able to share his chakra with the entire allied shinobi forces. They actually show a picture right when Naruto, like when the Nine-Tails is talking to Naruto, he said, "You've been my Jinchuriki for years," and etc. And you can now, our chakra has now become one. Now you can pass on my chakra to other people's chakras because the Nine-Tails chakra and Naruto became one. So the essential difference is Naruto in part 1, him and the Nine-Tails chakra was separate, but in Boruto currently, and ever since the 4th grade Ninja War, his chakra has been connected with the Nine-Tails. Therefore, when Himawari, you know, attacked Naruto, basically, you know, shut off Naruto's chakra points, it also shut off the Nine-Tails chakra, or at least did some damage to it. Or, you know, when they shut off the chakra points or whatever, it stops it halts the chakra flow. So essentially, it basically stops the chakra from flowing or whatever, and it can also knock someone out. Which is why when Himawari did that, it actually, not only did Naruto get knocked out, the Nine-Tails actually felt that. You can actually see the Nine-Tails actually felt that inside Naruto. It's not a plot hole. It actually does make sense. Himawari basically since Naruto and the Nine-Tails chakra is fused now, since their chakra is one, Himawari essentially was capable of doing something that Neji wasn't able to do in part 1, because in part 1, Nine-Tails and the Naruto's chakra was separate. Also, I want to add that Naruto was underestimating Himawari. That's the main reason Himawari was able to do that, because Naruto essentially jumped in front of Boruto and he just held his arms open and said, "Stop." He wasn't expecting Himawari to actually do any damage to him. He was underestimating her in that moment. And well, he knows about the Byakugan and stuff, but his fight with Neji, obviously, his chakra situation is a lot different since then, because his chakra is now essentially the same. Like him and the Nine-Tails, basically, their chakra is one now, whereas in the Neji fight, their chakra was separate. And yeah, so he wasn't really expecting Himawari to do anything, to be able to do any damage to him, but he was wrong. Maybe he had a misconception based off of the Neji fight, but since him and the Nine-Tails chakra is one now, he probably wasn't expecting Himawari to do any damage. So clearly he was underestimating Himawari. That doesn't mean Himawari's Kage level, because if Naruto actually tried to restrain her, he would have been able to easily do that. He would have been able to stop her hand easily. I mean, he obviously doesn't want to hurt his daughter, so, you know, he was just trying to keep peace in the house. But he didn't want to hurt Himawari or anything. But at the same time, he wasn't expecting her to do any real damage to him. So he underestimated her. That's the only reason that was able to happen. That doesn't mean Himawari is like the strongest female in the village or anything. It doesn't mean she'll be able to beat Sakura or anybody like that. Because in a real fight, nobody, like, let's just say Himawari, and this is very unlikely, basically impossible. I mean, this basically would never happen. But if hypothetically Himawari and Sakura were both bloodlusted, Himawari wouldn't even be fast enough to touch Sakura, and she would get one shot instantly. So like the whole shutting off chakra points, yeah, that's cool. That is one that's a cool ability, but Naruto could have stopped that easily. He was underestimating Himawari, and just because she was able to knock out Naruto doesn't mean she's all of a sudden one of the strongest characters in the village, or one of the strongest females, like I've seen some people claim. She's still not, like, she's not really that strong. The simple fact is Naruto wasn't expecting her to do damage, and he clearly underestimated her. Yeah, she's not beating characters like Delta, Sakura, Sarada, or anybody like that, obviously. But anyways, yeah, I just want to clear that up. So since I've decided to title this video How Strong is Himawari, I might as well go ahead and answer that question as well. So Himawari should be weaker than most Hyuga. She doesn't know the 8 trigrams, 64 palms. She doesn't know the 8 trigrams palm rotation. She should be weaker than most Hyugas. Her knocking out Naruto was a huge, I guess you could say that. I mean, it's more so like because of her gentle fist. Now, technically, I believe Neji would have been able to knock out adult Naruto as well if the same scenario played out. If Naruto just stood in front of Neji with his arms wide open and didn't try to stop Neji from attacking him like he did with Himawari, because, you know, he was underestimating Himawari. If Naruto did the same thing to Neji, Neji might have been able to take out Naruto. As a matter of fact, I believe he most likely would have been able to take out Naruto as well. So, she should be weaker than most Hyuga. She can't even use her Byakugan. I mean, well, I think in the anime they did show her using her Byakugan at will. That last episode that we seen her use her Byakugan. But yeah, she's not like super high tier or anything. I think she's weaker than like most Hyugas. She's weaker than like Kid Hinata, Kid, you know, Neji. And she might be like around the same level as Hinabi was when Hinabi was a kid. So yeah, that's how strong Himawari should be. So anyways, you know, that's just a quick little video I got for you. Anyways, if you like the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that channel notification bell to be notified on all my future videos. And also drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. With that being said, peace out. Every promise I've been praying for.